faster than any infantry, outmaneuvering the Marines. The Air Force has the battlefield covered, however tough the terrain. By taking to the skies with their fine-tuned senses, these fast and fearless flyers have the right stuff. When it comes to grabbing an aerial advantage, the sky's the limit for these special forces. A sweeping vista is all this airman needs to perform his precision maneuvers. Add some rocks to serve as a launch pad and observation deck, and this airborne assassin is in business. He operates freely over most of the Australian landscape, though he prefers open spaces to wooded areas that might foil his mission. Australia's largest bird of prey scouts whatever moves beneath his perch, carefully targeting who will die. This angel of death is the wedge-tailed eagle. They don't call him Eagle Eye for nothing. His vision is up to 8 times more acute than ours, and with it, he pinpoints his prey. Once locked on, he gets airborne, never losing sight of his target. The instant he gets the all clear, he strikes with his massive talons. An eagle can spot a rabbit from more than 3 kilometers away. Its special forces' eyes are almost unmatched among vertebrates. Although an eagle may only weigh around 4.5 kilograms, its eyes are about the same size as ours. Of course, these precision instruments need regular maintenance. It's provided by a nictitating membrane, a third inner eyelid. It wipes the eye every 3 or 4 seconds, sweeping dirt and bacteria away. It also shields the eye during flight and while diving through the air. The membrane is translucent, so the pilot can see through it when it's closed. This Top Gun spies a rabbit. As he plunges from the sky to attack his prey, the muscles in his eyes continuously adjust the curvature of the lens. These micro-adjustments maintain sharp focus and accurate perception throughout the approach and attack. And that's too bad for the rabbit. The eagle's 2 foveae, or centers of focus, allow the bird to see both forward and to the side at the same time. Its eyeballs, heavier than its brain, move separately, but they're too big to rotate much in the socket. A structure of the eye called a pecten may help nourish it, perceive motion, shield the sun, and detect magnetic fields. In North America lives another Special Forces flyer, the patriotic bald eagle. This majestic symbol of the United States, with a wingspan of up to 2.5 meters, mainly patrols near large bodies of water, scouting for fish. These special forces can glide 100 meters above the water's surface. And yet their eyes can see fish beneath it. That's an extraordinary feat, since most fish are counter-shaded, camouflaging them against air raids. But these remarkable high-tech eyes register about 150 images per second. What we see as seamless motion, the eagle registers as a series of slow pictures, giving it ample time to lock in on a target. Mission accomplished for the majestic hunter. These Special Forces air warriors are made, not born. Young eagles can't see below water until they've grown a little older. An eagle without its eyesight is like a plane without an engine. His life and livelihood depend on it staying in good working condition. Fortunately, these aerial warriors don't seem to be subject to common problems like nearsightedness or farsightedness from which other creatures might suffer. All in all, with their superior vision, Eagle Special Forces dominate the airspaces they inhabit. For our next Air Force, we don't have to travel far from the bald eagle's nesting sites. This fleet is famed not for its ferocity, but its endurance. Their flight plan covers most of North America during summer months, but they tend to touch down at one very specific southern location in the winter. On the other side of the world, an Air Force with a shorter range but much more frequent missions. The Australian jungles are home to a squadron of specialized pilots. Fruit bats. As their name suggests, this larger breed of bat fuels up on fresh fruit juices rather than chasing down insects. They prefer to fly at dusk. When the sun starts to go down, they fire up their engines. Every evening, they travel from their roosts to their feeding grounds and back, navigating by smell for long-range missions and by vision on closer range. The fruit bat has the keenest vision of all bat species. By combining sight and smell, they can locate food and fly clear of danger. In the morning, the squadron returns to its hangar. In all this commotion, it's hard to locate fellow flyers. Mothers call to their pups and wait for a response. Unlike bug hunting bats, fruit bats don't echolocate. They make about 20 different sounds and leave scent markings to let their squadron mates know where they've been and what they're up to. Their eyes work very well, both by day and by night. By sleeping in clusters in the light of day, they're more apt to spot a predator and sound the alarm. Their biggest enemy, the white-bellied sea eagle, wages an aerial assault on any bat that hasn't reached the safety of the hangar. motion of flapping squadron of bats scrambles the sea eagle's visual guidance system. He doesn't know where to strike and aborts his mission. But he's a very patient adversary and will bide his time until he sees a fruit bat lagging behind the rest. The bats hang on branches till the hot sun starts setting and their predators head to their bunks. Fruit bats can roost as far as 60 kilometers from their feeding grounds. Without echolocation, the bats depend on their eyes in the gloom of dusk. Like many nocturnal animals, fruit bats' eyes contain a reflective layer called a tapetum lucidum that makes the most of incoming light. But the tapetum of a fruit bat is even more advanced and is more commonly found in certain fish, crocodiles, and marsupials. The Air Force has reached its designated target. The bats will spend all night eating. The bats crush the fruit with their blunt teeth and suck the juice and soft pulp. As they chew, they spit out the seeds and in the process plant new trees. Their furry flight suits collect pollen grains, which the bats unintentionally spread during their fruit-gathering patrols. So fruit bats perform a peaceful mission as Special Forces nighttime pollinators. When done, they'll return to their roosts and rest up before their next mission. Our next airborne expert is a Special Forces tracker. His Air Force skills are highly effective and he carries out crucial duties. He's an indispensable part of his habitat, but as a soldier, he suffers from an undeserved bad reputation. Inhabiting most of the so-called New World, members of this Air Force are a world-class cleaning crew. On the beaches of Costa Rica, olive ridley turtles gather to lay their eggs. While the event is an open invitation for predators, this Air Force has a different mission in mind: black vultures. Most turtles are exhausted after their journey, and some don't survive. That's what the vultures have come for. They will clean the corpse to the bone. These undertakers of the animal world rid the beach of decaying meat and prevent the spread of disease. To locate their food, they use their nostrils. Black vultures and their relatives, turkey vultures, are usually death's first responders. Their sense of smell gives them a hearty head start on other scavengers. Black vultures scan the area below them from around 300 meters. This Air Force patrols beaches where vegetation is scarce, supplementing their scent detection with a bird's eye view. But death isn't always on the menu. Turtle hatchlings make an easy, lively meal for black vultures. They know the same beaches where the turtles laid eggs will soon produce thousands of defenseless hatchlings. It's something they can always depend on, as inevitable as death. Only a few turtles manage to escape these predators. On the other hand, the turkey vultures prefer forested areas and never touch living flesh. On patrol, gliding high in the thermals, this Air Force tracks plumes of odor wafting up from decaying animals. Circling, they home in on their scent, moving closer as it gets stronger, until they find the source. Today, it's an easy mission, a deer carcass out in the open. But their sense of smell is so keen and the odor of death so distinctive that they can find a meal as small as a dead rodent buried under a pile of leaves. The turkey vulture patrols around 30 meters above the ground while searching for food. He hones in on the scent of ethyl mercaptan, a gas produced as flesh just begins to decay. He can probably discern it in concentrations as dilute as a few parts per billion. The turkey vulture's nostrils and olfactory bulb are larger than the black vulture's. That anatomical difference gives turkey vultures an advantage over black vultures, who they might compete with. But black vultures are stronger. The turkey vulture squadron might arrive on the scene first, but they must chow down fast or risk being chased away. Though practically anything dead is fair game to a vulture, turkey vultures prefer freshly dead mammals if given a choice. They hold the cadaver down with their blunt talons as their sharp beaks tear into it. Their bald heads have no feathers to get soiled when they stick their heads inside the carcass. Vultures couldn't perform their special forces work without a strong immune system. They seem to be resistant to most foodborne diseases like anthrax and cholera, and by consuming spoiled meat, they prevent disease from spreading. Vultures are an air force that thrives on foul air. They're a disrespected but indispensable cleanup crew.